Okay. Just so you know, I'll serve you anything except Bud Light. Whose drafts are these? Are these for the houses? All right. Does anybody want a draft on the house? Here we go. All right. And I'll tell you what. Let's do it.
Great idea. Oh, this is great. This is great.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So another Bud Light update. The CEO said, "We hear you," and that we should look forward to all their new campaigns coming out for the summer. And we've seen the first of those campaigns. For the first time since April the 14th, Bud Light posted on social media. And they instantly regretted it because they were bombarded with replies making fun of the brand once again. And you know that hidden section? This hidden section here? That's where you're going to want to go. But even without clicking on the hidden section, the replies are pretty entertaining. So we have Liz Wheeler. "None of this is funny until and unless you apologize for using Dylan Mulvaney, a man pretending to be a woman, as your spokesperson. It's insulting that you think an ad about summer will make us forget our principles. The boycott continues." And this is the thing, people are making it very clear that they're not buying any of it. And they've tried this before. This is the third month now that this has been going on. And they've released numerous commercials. They even collaborated with Harley Davidson. Yet, it hasn't worked. So I don't know why they think more commercials is going to change anything. Now, the commercial was pretty nice. It was celebrating summer, people coming together from all walks of life over a Bud Light. And of course, that's going back to their roots. That's going back to what we know the company for. I'll play the first few seconds and I'm going to have to mute it. So people coming together, people, you know, if you want to get through summer, if you want to get through the heat, have a Bud Light. That's the message of this commercial. People, everybody enjoying a Bud Light at this cookout or whatever you want to call it. Some humorous moments. I don't see any people who look like Dylan in this commercial, so it's not very inclusive. We have people of color. Nobody's discriminated against here. Enjoying the music, and relaxing. Everybody's drinking Bud Light. Easy to enjoy, easy to drink. Or easy to drink, easy to enjoy. There we go. So that's supposed to make us forget everything. That's supposed to make us go back to Bud Light, go back to drinking Bud Light and forgetting what the brand initially did and have yet to apologize for. Now, someone else here said, she doesn't speak for the majority. Ownership and accountability will go a long way, but I couldn't care less about some apology. The cancellation continues regardless. We haven't forgotten. Still waiting on the heartfelt apology. So some people are saying, oh, you can see the tweets that I like there. So some people are saying an apology is not going to work now, while others are saying, you know, that would be a good start. Now, what do you think? Do you think, you know, you're going to go back to drinking Bud Light if they apologize? I don't think an apology is going to work now. It's gone on for too long. They're throwing campaign upon campaign, you know, out there. And the more they do that, the more it is considered an insult. It's insulting people's intelligence. People are just going to forget and, you know, throw out their principles just because you've got some nice glossy commercial about summer. I don't think so. So Anheuser-Busch unveiled a brand new Bud Light ad following the massive backlash it received after partnering with trans activist Dylan Mulvaney. But it appears consumers are not yet ready to give the beer another chance. The new summer-themed ad received a torrent of negative comments on Twitter mere hours after it was posted, ridiculing for what many users saw as a pandering TV spot. Bud Light's new ad comes nearly 3 months after the beer company made Mulvaney one of its spokespeople. The decision rankled consumers, prompting a dramatic decrease in sales that resulted in beer maker Anheuser-Busch losing billions of dollars in market value. Bud Light appeared to try to avoid controversy with its latest ad, The commercial shows Americans looking to quench their thirst during the summer heat. And they captioned the ad, "Crack a cold one, we've got an epic summer ahead. Sock tans included." Woo! And it did not go well. It did not go well at all. The ad was chock full of images of Americans attempting to camp, suntan, and grill, all while facing the blazing heat and other outdoor inconveniences that can come during the summer months. Of course, each person depicted in the ad found themselves popping open a can of Bud Light and finding relaxation and satisfaction. LGBTQ themes of any sort of political statement were noticeably absent from the ad. And that's what I noticed straight away. Are you saying you regret using Dylan Mulvaney? Are you saying you regret inserting the company within the trans debate, within the whole men can be women, supporting somebody who many consider to be mocking women? Are you saying you regret that? Because if that's the case, then you need to come out and say it. And people from that community are probably going to notice as well. And they're going to start boycotting more and more too. So again, it's not enough to straddle the fence now, especially after they were inserted in the whole debate in the first place. They inserted themselves. They're going to have to really be clear on what they stand for. Is it conservative values, or is it being complicit in pushing this agenda that many people are tired of having shoved down their throat? Do they regret using a person who is caricaturing women as a spokesperson? Do they regret that or not? Until they make that clear, there's no coming back from this on the side of the conservatives, that's for sure. So the smiling faces of the Bud Light drinkers in the ad were set to the tune of Chick's 1979 disco hit, Good Times. Though the feel-good nature of the commercial was not enough to placate conservative beer drinkers who slammed the ad immediately. So someone said, "Man, they're trying so hard." And that's what it looks like. It's very evident. So that was the Babylon Bee editor. And of course, people were actually insulting the commercial itself. Now, I thought the commercial was fine. I don't really see the point, but, I guess the theme was people coming together for summer and, things aren't perfect, but at least we have a Bud Light. I guess that was the message. So Jeffrey here said, "You're getting brigaded for this, and for good reasons, guys. But also, on its merit, the commercial is dumb. A supercut of dudes embarrassing themselves in front of other people. Have you learned nothing? Go back to the 90s. Mind your old content. Do a condensed version of Top Gun 2 and more babes. Chicks in bikinis, smoking hot runway models painted green cast as aliens, abducting some average Joe to give him ice-cold beer in space. Get creative, but stick to the basics." And, humour does get people to forget things. Sometimes you throw in things, mix in some humour, and people forget. If you can make people laugh, it does go a long way. So maybe they should go back to that. I do kind of get what that person is saying there. And that was the Daily Caller editor, Jeffrey Ingersoll. And RNC researchers Jake Schneider responded with the declaration, "Nah, I'm with Coors Light now." And conservative influencer Drano tweeted, "Nobody wants to get roasted for drinking Dylan Light." Yeah. And Tom said, "Pleasantly surprised to see straight white men in advertising again. Just wish you didn't become the butt of every joke at every barbecue before learning this lesson. None of these men would be caught dead drinking your beer in public." And that's the problem. The brand has been tarnished. They joke about it being the gay beer now. And that's the demographic, I guess, they wanted to attract. But conservatives, to them, it's tainted. And radio host Jesse Kelly said, "Honestly, this is the smart play if they stick with it. You can't undo what has been done. It will take lots of time, but if they hire funny writers and churn out light-hearted campaigns and make people snicker, that would do a lot over time to heal the brand." That's exactly what I was trying to say. I think if they go back to their, making people laugh, if they go back to that, laughter does make people forget. I'm just being real. When you go to a comedy show, they're saying things that are highly offensive, but if they throw it in with humour, people don't, they're not offended because you made them laugh. But without an apology, without them acknowledging that they were wrong, without them saying that explicitly, people aren't going to be satisfied. So yeah, you may make people laugh, but are you going to make people go out and buy a Bud Light? Are you going to make people be proud to be seen drinking a Bud Light? At the moment, no. So what do you guys think of the commercial? Do you think it was a good commercial? Do you think it's going to make people be proud to be seen drinking a Bud Light this summer? Are people going to start buying Bud Light again and bringing cases with them to the barbecue? I don't think so. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and God willing, I will see you in the next video.